I'm 2 months on TRT today, and I feel great, but I have injured myself this past week. Welcome to Stoutheart.
I'm getting upset. I'm kind of pissed. I don't feel my legs, but I'm happy. I'm overjoyed. Can't wait to see what happens next, boy.
It is, and it's been a crazy and wonderful trip so far, my life has gotten fantastic. However, I know that it's not all good, and there's always ups and downs and everything, and I apparently have been a little distant with some of my family members, mainly my wife, and I think it's more so right now due to an injury. I don't know what I did. I was carrying something and jogged it and pulled my arm away from my back, and yeah, I'm going to a chiropractor today. I'm not 100% sure what happened. It's my neck here, down through my trap, like below my shoulder blade, and then out towards my arm. But I was carrying something earlier in the day, and I knocked it on something, and it kind of jarred my arm away from me. Needless to say, the piece stopped, and I kept moving. Later on in the day, I kind of rolled my shoulders, both of them at the same time, to stretch out, and I felt a twinge, and then I got sharp pains up my neck and down my arm and right in the middle of my shoulder blade, and it kind of just like put me on the ground how bad it was. And since then it hasn't been right. It's been like 3 or 4 days now. So today my wife made me an appointment at a chiropractor, and it's the first chiropractor appointment I've ever been to. So needless to say, I'm not really worried, but I'm not sure what they're going to do. So we will see and go from there. I might even get to film a little bit there, but I have no idea. I think the distance thing, or why I've been sleeping more during the day, is I missed some time from work because of it, and I think I was just trying to get comfortable to where my shoulder didn't hurt, and once I got comfortable, I fell asleep. So I still have lots of energy. I still feel great. I still feel fantastic. This just kind of put a little damper on things, which I can expect to happen. Like I said, it's not going to be all ups. There's always going to be downs. You're completely changing your hormone profile. But 2 months on TRT, and like I said, I feel fantastic. My mental health is so much better. Wouldn't say that I was in a dark place or a depressed place, because it's kind of hard to explain on what exactly the feeling is. It is fog. It's like a foggy feeling. Not necessarily depressed. Like, I could get up and go do stuff. I could get up and start, go hang out with somebody, get up and go to my job, do my job. But I didn't want to do any of that. So hard to explain. It's a very, very weird feeling. Like, I was never suicidal, but brain fog is gone. My energy level has shot through the roof. My libido is like from where it was to it's skyrocketed. It's unhealthy healthy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So the mental side of things has gotten a whole hell of a lot better. I'm more motivated to do things. I have more drive. I will say that my temper hasn't gotten worse. I'm definitely more assertive than I used to be. Before, somebody would argue with me and I would kind of just throw it off because I didn't feel like arguing. That goes back to the brain fog. Didn't feel like arguing with anybody. Didn't feel like trying to prove them wrong. Didn't feel like doing any of that. But now, if there's a problem, or if someone has a problem with me, then it's addressed immediately, because I mentally now, I just have that feeling of you're wrong and I'm right, and I'm going to prove it to you, which I've always had, but I just never acted on it because I just didn't want to. I didn't see any point in it. And granted, not all arguments need to be arguments or debates, because, you know, pick and choose your battles, but sometimes there's little things that you need to correct that aren't going to correct themselves unless you address it. So that's been a big change for me, but it's fantastic, because I'm still not, you know, I'm not a angry throwing stuff person. I'm just an assertive, here's the facts and this is what it is, and if I'm wrong, I will still admit that I'm wrong. So that's been a big thing. Other thing is physically. When I started TRT, a little bit before that, the year before I started TRT, I was 157 pounds. I have a picture I'll put right here. I went to the psychiatrist for the first time when I started getting over the issues. Like, I got to the point where I needed to change something. I went to a psychiatrist first, and he prescribed Adderall. Taking Adderall, I dropped to 172 pounds. Here's another picture. And that went on, that was over the course of a year. Now I am 2 months into TRT. My Adderall dosage has dropped from 60 milligrams a day to 15, and my weight has gone back up to 205-ish. But I haven't put on a whole lot of fat in that time period. A lot of it's been muscle, because I've been back in the gym consistently and eating right consistently. So, needless to say, my body composition is getting better, my energy is getting better, and all around I feel great. Like I said, TRT might not be the answer for everybody, but if you're having symptoms of low T, then, you know, definitely get it checked, because it could be, you could be put on a bunch of different antidepressants or different medications when you actually don't need them. You need something different, and it's not something people my age typically check for. So definitely get it checked out. And that brings me to, they're not my sponsor, they're who I go through for my medicine, they're my doctors. They don't pay for anything, I pay for all of it. But they are an amazing group of people, and they do fantastic work, and they look out for our veterans, which is a really big plus for me. The profits, or whatever it is, they do donate and help out the veterans to get them treatment when they need it. Check out Entourage Medical. I'll link it down in the description below. They've got a Facebook group with tons of information. Even if you don't use their service, it's good to know and do research before you decide to test anything. I'm sorry, it's loud. There's jets above my head because I work right by the base. But check them out. It's a great Facebook group, tons of information. Their website is below as well. Go there, check out their pricing, check out what you would need to do to get tested. And, you know, they're fantastic. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't think about, you know, switching over to someone like that. If you need more information, feel free to comment below and contact me. I'd be more than happy to get you in touch with the right people. And yeah, so that's why I put their stuff in my videos, because they're such great people. And they, like I said, they don't pay for anything. I still pay for it, but I don't see any reason not to promote a company like this. All right, so it's a little later on in the day now. I'm about 2 minutes or so from the chiropractor, and we're gonna go inside and see what happens. Either they're gonna fix me or they're not, I guess. I don't know how this works. I've never been to one. So we'll find out. When I come back out, I will tell you how it went. All right, so I just left the chiropractor, and she did some x-rays from the front, from the side. Turns out my spine was shaped like this, sideways, and one of my hips was out of alignment. She did all of her adjustments, and to be honest with you, I feel great. Other than the fact that I feel like I just got stepped on by an elephant. Unfortunately, I do think it's going to be a little expensive for me to do the upkeep on, because it was $100 for this visit, and then they want me to come back 3 times next week, and those are each $25 a piece. So unfortunately, in my case, even with insurance, I think it's going to be a little too expensive. 2 months into TRT, and I feel like it has saved my life, and not only that, my marriage and my relationship with my son. I mean, he's only 2, but there's a big difference there as well. But coming Monday night, I have the SAS crew coming to the channel, which is going to be a new video series that I release either Monday nights or Tuesday. And that is me coaching and pushing my wife, and her name's Sarah, and her friend, her name's Alex, and her other friend, her name's Sarah as well. So SAS, SAS. Anyways, they are going to have Instagram, all that good stuff, Facebook page, all that good, fun information if you want to follow them and see what they're up to. But it's also mainly to keep them accountable for their own goals, as well as kind of just to see what they're doing and what I'm helping them with. I'm not really helping them. They're doing everything themselves. They're the ones pushing themselves. They're the ones that want to do the exercises. I'm just there for moral support. That's pretty cool, and I didn't come up with the name. It just so happened that that's what their initials are. But they came up with that before this, and my wife brought up an idea of adding more content to my channel, and it just so happened that this is what we ended up doing on Monday nights. So stay tuned, or tune in for that Monday or Tuesday. Let us know what you think. Comment on the videos. Give them some motivation. Hold them accountable. And yeah, that's all I got for 2 months on TRT. It's saved my family's life, and it's fantastic. I couldn't ask for anything better. Like, comment, and subscribe to the videos, to the channel if you don't mind, and I would really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, stay stout-hearted.